Hi, this is Commander Vijay Kumar. I am a corporate trainer, and in this short video I am going to talk about what is the meaning of approachability, especially when it comes to managers and leaders. The definition, the characteristic of approachability is the attribute of being easy to meet or deal with, being accessible to people, that means you are available when they need you, and friendliness in the interactions. Why do we need approachability? Because it is required to build relationship with colleagues. And if are approachable, problems will be uncovered fast. People will not sweep the problems under the carpet. They'll be open to come and tell us that there is a problem which needs solution. Sometimes it may not be a problem at all, but at least the fact that they come and told us means next time that real problem is there, they'll be able to come and tell us. And we can solve them before it becomes a real big problem. To create a strong team in which trust and confidence is there. To bring out issues before they become crisis. And ideas will flow. Why approachability? Some benefits of approachability. Better contribution from the employees with ideas. They're able to come and tell us, which will benefit the team. They'll be actively engaged in the workplace. There's a study by Gallup. The question was, I feel I can approach my manager with any type of question. Those who said strongly agree, 54% of them were actively engaged. Quite a proportion of them was not engaged, and a small percent was actively disengaged. So more and more agreeing to this question, more and more engagement. It becomes less, engagement is less. Just midpoint, engagement is average. And if it is strongly disagree, there is hardly any engagement. They find safety in the workplace. They're not scared of being knocked back when they feel that their manager is open to ideas and suggestions. What are the attributes of unapproachable managers so that we can avoid those things to become approachable? Firstly, they are difficult to meet. They are not available. They are hard to find. When you find them, they'll say, I have no time to meet you. They'll put multiple barriers like closed door, do not disturb board, a secretary to screen out, all those things, difficult to meet them. Strict protocol, for example, secretary, or take prior appointment, come through proper channels, just to intimidate the visitor. And especially if you are some subordinate working under that person, you can imagine that I can't meet my manager. Visible signs of privilege, they'll put all sort of titles, they'll put all sort of corner office protocols so that you are intimidated. Body language inappropriate. There is an actual case of one senior person, vice president in one company, whose job was to take over companies which are loss making and restructure them by throwing out unwanted people. So he developed a body language which makes him look very fearsome. With his good work of turning around companies and making them profitable, he was appointed to a company as a CEO, but he continued to have the same body language, and his profit-making company come into loss, and senior people started leaving the company. And he didn't understand. I was the one who made all loss-making companies profitable. Now here is a company which I took over, which is a profit-making, and I'm making it a loss-making company. He consulted some management guru, and they came and videographed his interactions with these people. And he showed the video to him, and he was taken aback with the body language that was displayed on the video. He said, I never realized that I had got such an intimidating and fearful demeanor, and no wonder why people are leaving me. So he changed because of that videography, where he could see the mirror for himself. So sometimes it may be that we do not know why we are behaving in a particular manner, and that's why the Johari window. There are certain things we do not know, but others know about it. Too crisp communication. Somebody has taken a trouble of making some 5-page report, and all that you get from that, as I replied to from the manager, is noted, thank you, received, without even a little bit of appreciation that the person has gone through such an elaborate report writing, and you don't have one sentence to write saying that very good, thank you very much, fantastic report. And even if there are mistakes in the report, I would like some more information on this and so things. At least the person feels respected that my manager has gone through the report. And if I have not gone through the report, say I received the report, thank you very much for getting it in time. I'll go through it tonight and probably come back tomorrow. I'll discuss about it. So that gives a feeling that that work has been respected. Trying to be too crisp can be counterproductive. Insulting and rude communication, we don't have to worry about talk about it because it is known. When somebody insults you, we don't feel like going back to that person. When somebody is rude to us, we don't feel like going to that person. So avoiding all these things, what we just mentioned, you can become approachable and take feedback from people. Because sometimes we do not know that we may be thinking we are doing the right thing. We may not be knowing that we are doing actually a wrong thing. So being approachable is very much essential for the success, because team will stand by with a manager who is considered as approachable. So more human interaction, more human communication, all these are required to make us approachable. Thank you very much for watching. This is Commander Vijay Kumar, the corporate trainer. I'll sign off for the present.